On divorce court today. High school sweethearts had a child, got married, and had 2 more babies together. But Elijah can't accept LaTaja's 4th child by another man. Elijah Hall and LaTaja Hall have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toller to resolve. Testimony in divorce court starts now.
Mr. Hall, we are here today, and I'm not quite sure why, so we'll go through this. You two have been separated for a year?
Yes.
She already has a 2-week-old baby with some other guy. And you're here seeing if you could save the marriage. Walk me through that logic.
Well, Your Honor, that's why I'm here, because I need you to help me with that. Usually you hear about stuff like that in movies.
Uh-huh.
You know, so when it comes to real life, it kind of hits you in a place you don't know how to handle it, and that's kind of where it was with me. Now, the only thing I can really think of is, we got 3 babies together. We got married fresh out of high school. It's my high school sweetheart, and I still love her and care for her, and really that's the only thing I could come together with, so I need you to help me with that.
Okay, all right. Mrs. Haller, how did you get to the point where you couldn't live together anymore and you ended up with another guy?
Now, I ran away from home to be with him.
How old were you when you did that?
I think I was 15 going on 16.
Wow.
I was a little hard-headed.
How successful was that? I mean, did you guys ultimately turn around and come home, or what?
No.
It was hard. It was hard.
It was hard.
Tell me what happened. I mean, you ran away. Did you leave the city? What happened?
No, it was more of she left her parents' house. They didn't want us to be together at such a young age. You know how kids are. We don't want to hear that. So she said, you know what, I'm leaving. And she came with me, and me being the man or whatever I was supposed to be at that time, I was like, all right, come on.
Were you 17, 18?
I was 16 going on 17.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were young and foolish.
How soon after that did you have your first baby?
We had our first baby, yeah. She was 17. I was turning 18. So.
Were you living in your parents' house?
Yes.
Your mom's house?
My mom's house. So.
And when did you get married?
December the 3rd of 2009.
And how many kids did you have by that time?
1.
Just one. Yeah.
Just one? And then you had 2 more. You went through hell and high water to have him. What didn't work out?
He started to put his hands on me, pushing and shoving.
That'll do it.
That's not the only reason.
Yeah, well, what's the reason then?
That's not the only reason. So.
What's the only?
It's the only reason that there needs to be. Let me put that out there so everybody understands that.
No.
But no. I'm just saying, as a general matter, one blow you go. Any touching, pushing, adjusting, stopping, holding, anything like that, that's not cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go there right now. I'm going to ask you, what do you think the problem was, if in fact it was not that?
What I think the problem was, before we got into any of that, was me not being able to trust her. She's a big flirt and really just never gave me that security as she was for me and only me.
Give me some examples of what she would do that would cause you to be insecure.
Good examples is, when we were in high school, and I used to come pick her up from school a lot, and I used to see her with some of my friends that she didn't know I knew. A lot of my friends used to tell me, hey, I seen your girl with your boy, and I seen your girl over here doing this and that. So I started doing a little investigating. I started making fake pages. I actually called her and made a fake page on Facebook.
Right.
And she was talking to one of her ex-boyfriends. So she left it open one day. I came home from work. I said, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing right now. I'm gonna wait a little bit.
Ms. Hall, what were you doing on social media, chit-chatting with other guys? What were you trying to achieve?
Well, he really wasn't home like that, so...
Why wasn't he home? What was he doing?
Providing.
Well, hold on. The man goes out to work to provide for his wife and family, and you take that time to go philander with other guys?
I mean, it really wasn't like that until he started making the fake pages.
If my husband had a fake Facebook page or a fake social media page, and some guy, I could look at it and I wouldn't be engaging in it because I don't do that kind of stuff. You had to be willing to do that kind of stuff to get caught up in that. Am I not right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You all right?
Yes.
You look like you're gonna cry.
No.
You all right? Mm-hmm. You sure? How old are you?
22.
Oh, just a baby. You were 23?
Yep.
Yep. Wow. And you got 4 kids? Mm-hmm. Are you concerned about that at all?
No.
You're not? I'm a little worried about it, and can I tell you why? You're 22, you have 4 children, gotta be stressful, time-consuming. And at 22, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it now, but at least consider putting any more babies on hold until you get these ones kind of up and out. You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's hard out there. Nobody's mad at you, you know that, right? I'm just worried about you. You know? This other guy, is he cool?
Yes.
No.
Is he straight with your kids?
Yes.
No.
Not for him, he's not.
Why do you say no?
Because he's a bum.
Why do you say that?
'Cause
Are
he's
you
a-
jealous or is
No.
there some real
Yes,
problem
Not-
there?
not
Hang
even.
on, Mrs. Hall, hang on. Are you jealous or is there a real problem
There's
there?
a real problem there.
Explain the nature of the problem.
This is the guy I knew when we were dating, when we was going to school. We used to go over to her brother's house, you know, and I believe she was messing with him then because he showed me a video once of her inside of her room, and she was like dressed all out, shirt up. She had her on her sports bra. She just was, it was bad. And he was showing me this. And right then, I should have stopped it, you know, because I knew that I shouldn't even go any farther in that relationship, but I really cared about her. And this is the same dude. Now, I came over to the house, and my kids just be out all in, inside
Unsupervised?
Yeah, unsupervised. Baby's dirty, you know, I just don't like him. He's a bum.
I hear what you're saying, Ms. Hall, and I want to talk to you about what you're thinking and what you're doing and how we can get to somewhere better.
Next, are her sexy clothes or his anger causing their problems? Your mama warned you not to marry your mate. If she was right and divorce is your best option, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Divorce Court, real relationships, raw emotion. Testimony continues now.
Mrs. Hall, I'm going to go to you. Why don't you tell me why you think your marriage did not last to Mr. Hall?
I think our marriage didn't last because he was, like, really being a pest. I mean...
How was he a pest?
Like, I couldn't wear what I wanted to wear. Mm-hmm. I had to cover up everything. I'm 18 years old. Couldn't wear what I wanted to wear. I had to cover my chest. Had to wear loose clothes. I had to wear skirts. I couldn't wear pants.
Were you all up in a wardrobe like that, Mr. Hall?
I didn't want her to look like she was baggy or busted, but I wanted her to be presentable. You know, like when we went places, I didn't want to have to worry about this guy because she's wearing some jeans that's all up in her butt, or she got a shirt that's showing all the crevices and just everything.
Did you dress real sexy, Mrs. Hall? Did you? I mean, you know. No? No. How was he as a father?
He's a good father, but he just won't let me wear what I want to wear.
Is he beyond that, what else made you want to leave him?
Well, it was one incident when we was walking down the street. I don't know if it was a mean to push, but he pushed me and I fell and hit my head on a church podium, I think. Not in the church, but outside of the church. And I mean, I didn't like how he pushed me, so I went to the doctor and found out that I was pregnant. And then I just thought that maybe this will work.
It will work out, and so you thought you would stick with it?
Yeah.
Did it get worse? Did he do it again? Was that a one-time thing?
He did it again.
Now, Mr. Hall, I know it's a hard thing to say that you did, but do you admit that in your youth, with your wife, you were inappropriate?
Yeah, at times I was.
Do you feel that you have trouble controlling your temper?
I did then. I had a really bad anger problem.
How did you resolve that? Or
Well,
did you?
Church really helped me a lot. And just growing up, you know, and seeing things differently. You know, back then I didn't have a father to raise me.
Right.
So when he was there, all I really saw was
Wasn't
fighting
cool.
and
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It wasn't good, you know.
Mrs. Hall, did you have a dad at home?
No.
Mr. Hall doesn't have a shot, does he? Right? I mean, you're through, you're done, it's over?
Yes.
Completely?
Yes.
Okay. How often does he see the children?
He just started coming back to get them.
Do you see him?
Yes.
Do you see him on the regular?
Not as regular as I would like to.
Is it because you don't have time? Is it because she or the guy she's with is making it difficult?
He don't have time.
It's not because
He
I
don't have time. He goes out of town and everything.
No.
Do you work?
Yes.
You pay child support?
No.
Mr. Hall, you remember you just telling me how your father didn't do for you? Don't do to them what he did to you. You know what pain it caused. Don't be that guy to your 3 kids. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I do for my children. The only reason why I wasn't going around was because of the tension, and it was bad. I didn't want to have to end up in jail or end up showing my kids bad examples.
Would you and your guy, would he and your guy get into it? Huh?
They don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
Because of the fact we know each other.
I got it. I got it. I see where we are.
Yeah.
When divorce court continues, has the stress of raising kids pushed Elijah over the edge?
Do you think that Elijah can accept LaTaja's new relationship? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now, 1-800-282-1991.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Real relationships, raw emotion. Divorce Court continues.
Mr. Hall, you say Mrs. Hall is overly dramatic. Can you give me an example of when she goes over the top about small things?
Yes.
Oh, Mrs. Hall don't like that at all. Look at that. Give me an example. And then I'll let you respond, Mrs. Hall. Thank you for being quiet about it, though.
When we used to get into little arguments and things, she would just blow it off the top. I mean, it could be something like, babe, why we didn't do this? You know, and she was just, what you mean why we didn't do that? Or if I don't, come to her right then and there, if I'm trying to be quiet and resolve the issue within myself first before I come to her, she would just blow up at me. Like, you don't care about how I feel, or you don't want to hear nothing I got to say. And when I try to talk to her, then she don't want to hear it. And then that's how we usually get into arguments. And if I touch her, she's like, oh, you hit me. And then we got to get into a whole nother fight because she don't want me to touch her. And I just want to come. Sometimes I just want to go and hug her and kiss her.
Now listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. In the middle of argument, there's no touching. Don't come to me. You're hooping and hollering, calling her this, that, other thing, and then you're going to reach out and hold her and kiss her. Don't ever tell no judge that lie.
It wouldn't be like that.
Doesn't make any sense. No, don't even go that way. It don't make any sense. Mrs. Hall, obviously you disagree with his assessment of your attitude during arguments. What do you say
I don't
goes
believe
on?
I'm overdramatic.
No.
Not at all.
Do you get angry a lot?
Yeah.
Do you get pretty hot?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fussing and cussing and carrying on?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you still fuss and cuss and carry on with this current guy?
No, not really.
Not really.
I mean, when I get mad.
When
yeah.
you get mad, but you don't. Nobody fusses and cusses when they're not mad. How often do you get mad?
I don't really get mad.
He's always mad.
You don't feel a little pressed and
Right
stressed?
now I do.
But in general, I mean, I was 33 years old, had 2 kids, a job, a husband, a house, and I was stressed. Do you know what I mean? Just 2 kids. Just 2. You know, wanted to ship them both off. So you got to be honest with me. Don't you feel a little pressed and stressed? I know you do. And I'm asking you this. I know you feel pressed and stressed, but you got to be careful how you come off in front of the kiddies. Because what happens is, if you have a parent in the house that's bouncing off walls, all of that bounces around their head. And it doesn't matter if you meant it for them or not. If they're in it, it falls in there, and it's hard to get it back out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, learn to be cool if you can. Do you see what I'm saying? And don't press any buttons over there, Mr. Hall, whether you like the new guy or not. I know, I'm just saying.
I don't know where the buttons at no more.
Huh?
I didn't even know where they were.
You don't know where they are?
Nah, that's the thing. I used to try to understand her, but every time I thought I did, it's like she would flip the script. I'm like, today you heard and today you heard. I'm like, come on, girl. Like, really, help me out.
I got you. I understand what you're saying.
It's crazy.
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next. If the ink on your marriage license is barely dry, but you're ready to call it quits, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toller's ruling right now.
Mr. and Mrs. Hall, I like you both. I really do. You're very, very young. You had a couple of kids, but I like you both. I'm angry with you about the pushing and the shoving and the touching. You just can't do it. No degree of it. No, there's no little, you just can't do it.
She used to push me too, though.
Well, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm hearing you. I'm starting over here. I'll come over there.
All right.
I'm starting over here.
I'm gonna zip it.
But as a man, you got to have your stuff contained around your women and your children. You just do.
That's true.
And it's a greater need for you than her. It's illegal for everybody. It's wrong for everybody. But you people are big, and you can do damage. And you gotta respect women and children enough not to allow your lesser self to rule the rest of yourself. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm glad you're starting to see the kids, and I want you to let him see his kids as often as he can. I think you have both suffered from the absence of your fathers. And Mrs. Hall, I think you're searching for approval. And the easiest way for you to get that approval is through sexual enticement. I think you're gorgeous, and I can't believe you've had 4 babies. I'm just gonna say that right out there. I just can't believe it. I mean, I didn't look that good after my first. But I think you're looking, the way you feel better about yourself is when a man looks at you and is enticed by you. And you got to find another way to feel good, because that's going to fill up your house with babies. And it will never fill up your soul. It will never do for you what your father didn't do for you. So you have to find some passion, some want, some achievement that you can say, yeah, look at this degree. Yeah, look at that money. Yeah, look at what I've done and not what I look like. It's tempting because you look good and it's an easy get, but I don't want you to stick on that. You with me? You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, you're 22. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Don't ever forget that, and don't ever need another man to tell you that. You believe in that, and then you move forward with that. Now, Mr. Hall, you know she's not coming back, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
But you're a good dude, and I want you to be a good dude to your kids and work hard. And you working?
Yes. Yes, I'm still working.
Keep that gig.
I got to make that money.
Got to make that money and take care of your children, not only emotionally, but financially as well.
Yeah.
I like you both. Be nice to one another, because the barbs that you throw each other will glance off of you and hit your kids.
Yeah.
You don't want that. So you, right here today, when you leave here, you forge a bond. I'm going to be cool with you and you be cool with me for my kids' sake.
I don't know.
You going to do that? Huh?
Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I still like you, Mr. Hall. I do. Good luck to both of you. This matter is adjourned.
Elijah and LaTaja are forging a cordial relationship for the sake of their children. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.